Hi, welcome to another edition of Tape with Rabbi Doug. I'm your host.
Oh, this is the Northtown News Magazine.
The Northtown News Magazine? Why, just because we're in my house and Sonny's running the cameras?
I can't
if
remember
you're here, it's Tape with Rabbi Doug.
I can't remember what show we're on. Avi, how are you?
First of all,
welcome
pleasure.
to your show.
Thank you. And of course, everybody, this is the famous Rabbi Doug from Tape with Rabbi Doug, and not to mention for many years, you know, and probably still, you might even, for all I know, still appear with on Steve Dowell's show sometimes.
Yeah, he's off the air, so I'm not appearing.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that.
I get on the radio with some other guys and still do a little bit of radio. Things are moving along, and things are moving along here too. You've had some great guests on lately. And,
thank you, and you've done some fantastic. I mean, you've got some seriously popular shows on YouTube. You had the governor, our disgraced governor, dancing.
A couple. Oh yeah, I had him on a couple of times. Yes, I did, and a lot of hits on that show.
Yeah, a lot of hits. The fact of the matter is that, you know what, you've got. I started looking at the number of hits you've got because you've got popular attractions and you do such a good job. You definitely have more watchers on YouTube than I have.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Well over in the hundreds of thousands. It's amazing. www.tvrabbi.com or on YouTube, Googling Rabbi Doug, you can actually see a lot of my shows on the air,
which are very cool. And so there are some really great entertainers.
Thank God.
And some really good interviews. And people, I was saying off the air before that even Mrs. Afric sent me the show with Moshe on, doing the folk singing because So no, there's a lot of great stuff there. But you know, besides for the TV thing, and of course you're on in Chicago, you're on in Highland Park, you're on in Evanston,
Skokie, in the northwest suburbs, and everywhere.
Yeah, you're on one more system than I am because I'm not on the Highland Park one.
Right.
So, but you know what? Besides for that, you actually do have to work for a living sometimes.
I do have to work for a living, but the work that I do, thank God, is like good work. I mean, you know, I'm working with the community in everything that I do. Of course, my new synagogue, which many people know, the newest Orthodox synagogue in West Rogers Park, as they are called, or Menorah, which is in the old Temple Menorah building, is where I am now the rabbi of the synagogue, and we have services, you know, every Shabbat, Friday night, Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, and things are going well there, and I have a nice congregation and a big group that followed me when I went there, and a lot of new people from the community that joined me, and they know that there's nothing else like it, and so it has its attraction. And of course, during the week, I'm the rabbi at Park Plaza Jewish Retirement Center, a Jewish senior living community. And
that's owned now by the Old Northwest Home people, isn't it?
Right, they are. The Old Northwest Home Foundation owns Park Plaza now. It's a not-for-profit place, which is independent living for seniors. And the Or Menorah group joins me for weekday services there. That's where we are together on weekdays every morning and every afternoon for Mincha Marav, and Shabbat back in the Or Menorah building.
Cool.
Yeah, so things are going real well there. And, you know, Park Plaza is an amazing place. Park Plaza is a place where not only is it Glock kosher, there are Orthodox people and Reform people together living there independently, but those people who need assistance, there's nursing care and a healthcare center in-house. And, you know, just the Jewish atmosphere there is amazing, and people really love it there, not to mention the great meals.
Yeah, it's very popular, I know that.
Very, very good. And, you know, between that and shul and my work with Good Heart Hospice as a hospice chaplain.
Oh, that I didn't even know about.
And rabbi, you know, I really...
Boy, you're not the first hospice chaplain I've had on.
No, certainly not, but I certainly hit a full spectrum of the Jewish community and work with the community, which is really what I think I love doing. Of course, I was teaching for 27 years, and I'm still teaching part-time. Mm-hmm. I still work at Ari Crown on Sundays very often and do some other teaching and tutoring and subbing in between when I can because I love working with children. But here I get to really work with a big spectrum of the Jewish community and not just in one location, and it really is very satisfying and good.
Yeah, you meet about, you know, it's funny because I don't think there's almost anybody in the community that doesn't know who you are.
That's possibly true in many ways, and certainly doing a weekly TV show helps with that. And of course, I was featured on the front page just a couple of weeks ago of the News Star.
Yeah, that was great with the
Chicago Journal News Star, and that was great. and I was featured on the front page of the Jewish Star newspaper a couple of months ago, and I'm about to be featured in a feature article now just coming up, possibly by the time this is on the air, in the Chicago Jewish News.
Wow.
So
he's everywhere. He's everywhere.
Things
That was from
thank God,
Chicken
are
Man.
going well. Yes, we know Chicken Man. So things are going well. I'm very happy with what's going on in the Jewish community, with what I'm able to do and service, and God willing, those who need our services in the community of we rabbis who are chaplains, and working with the elderly and working with those who are, terminally ill, are getting the care they need. And there are a lot of people out there who really don't know what to do. They have a parent who needs some assistance and can't live alone anymore, or someone is terminally ill and they don't know about hospice or what hospice is. Email me, info@tvrabbi.com. I'll be happy to help you or assist you or guide you to the right place and for your needs. And that's something that, as I say over and over again, why I became a rabbi.
And you do a great job. There's no question about it. And basically, yeah, you're taking care of people coming, going. And by the way, that's not even to mention things like, yeah, it used to be, I used to see you in the mornings over at B'nai Ruvain.
And I still go to B'nai Ruvain a few times a week. That's my morning minyan. But now that I'm davening with my Menorah people, along with the Park Plaza people at Park Plaza, I'm not there every day anymore. But there are a couple of days a week that I still go there and act as gabbai Mondays and Thursdays.
Cool.
And because that's what I've done for many years, and I've already davened when I joined my other group.
Yeah, no, it's a nice combination. And one time in a previous job, I used to bring a bunch of kids there also.
Yeah. And I see those kids too. One of the great things about being a teacher and having taught for as many years as I did is you build the relationships with the children and the families. And that's not just the West Rogers Park teaching and the Chicago teaching, but I taught in Highland Park for many years. And I have, students all over who are married with kids to people who are, just still in elementary school and junior high. And I've done so many of their weddings, named their babies, been at the circumcision, the bris of their children, and even gone out. One of my former students is a lawyer for Jam Productions, and we go to concerts together. So
wow.
You never know who you stay in touch with.
Yeah, he's got really good taste in music. We've seen each other at the same concerts sometimes.
Yes, we have, and featured the same
Ringo!
artists. and featured the same artists on our show in some cases.
That's true. Yeah, from the Jewish Folk Arts Festival.
Jewish Folk Arts Festival.
Well, it's not now. It's the Greater Chicago Jewish Festival. I keep getting that wrong. Mm-hmm. But no, that's great. And yeah, you have some really. I can't think. Well, you know what? I don't want to say the name on the air, but you know who I'm thinking about that I liked in particular.
Yes.
So, but you know what? In terms of the synagogue itself, we should give people the location.
Well, I'd be happy to. So, Or Menorah is in the old Temple Menorah building. It's in West Rogers Park on California Avenue, it's centered between Howard and Toohey. And it is a place which was a Reformed temple. Rabbi Strauss, who is the Rabbi Emeritus of the Reformed Temple, lives in Park Plaza with me.
Wow.
And he comes to services every day, too, and davens there. He's an amazing man and in good condition. And his children, of course, own Hamakor Judaica. And they're Orthodox.
I didn't know that.
His children are Orthodox and own Hamakor Judaica in Skokie. So it's a small world. But I taught there, and I was the youth director there for years. And Temple Menorah has a very, very small membership. Unfortunately, most of their members have moved out of town, and there have been changes in the community. And not much was going on there. And then Ner Tamid closed, and the merger of Ner Tamid, Ezra Habonim, the egalitarian minyan there, they rent 3 classrooms in the building and turned it into a place for them. So there's a conservative element that uses the building. Temple Menorah has a Friday night get-together every week, and so there's a Reform element in the building of a handful of people who come together for an Oneg Shabbat and Devar Torah and a little get-together for Shabbat. And, of course, we are the Orthodox element of the synagogue, and I have taken over the sanctuary in the building in that way. And,
so you've got the main
services,
sanctuary?
Yeah, it's all mine. And we have services, as I mentioned, all through Shabbat, and we have a big crowd that comes. And then, besides that, on weekdays, The Esformas Cheder Lubavitch Girls Hebrew Day School uses the building, and that's their building as well. So there is a Hasidic school in the building. It is an Orthodox synagogue. There is a rental of a Reform synagogue using 3 classrooms as a sanctuary, and there is the Reform element of the original Temple.
The conservative, actually, with the combination.
The conservative with the combination, and the Reform element of the Temple Menorah.
Yeah, that's what who Sonny's associated with.
It is, and Sonny, that's right. Sonny is part of that group of the Ner Tamid, Ezra Habonim, egalitarian group. And what's interesting is that we are the only location in the world that contains, that we know of, that anybody knows of, that as far as I know, that has a Hasidic and General Orthodox and Conservative and Reform group all using the same building and getting along and being friends.
I think that's great. First of all, it's
amazing?
always nice to see people getting along and being happy.
Well,
We've also got a really great time for Minions in the afternoon.
Thank God. What did I say? What can I say? Achdus, unity in the Jewish community, love, Ahavas Yisrael, love between your fellow Jew, no matter who they are, is what's going to bring the Messianic era, and that's really Mashiach, and that's really what.
That's true.
That's really we're hoping that our getting along and camaraderie is the first step in that in this community.
No, I hope so, and that'd be a great thing. At this point, I want to thank you very much, Rabbi Doug, for being here and letting us know about Park Plaza and Menorah. And you also got like a 12:30 or 1:30, depending on time of year.
Yeah, there's a 1:30 mincha right now. Yep, it's a Shabbos afternoon, right at the Zman mincha gedola.
Which I think is great. So please take advantage of it. I want to thank my entire Tata Kuku, Sonny Hersh. Well, Sonny's actually not here right now. He went to pick up Marlene, so the camera's in fixed position. And anyway,
but he was here at the beginning of the show.
He was here at the beginning of the show, and even though the show will have already aired by the time this one airs, I want to say hi to Bob Seidenberg. And I want to thank him very much for letting us know all the really good stuff about the Evanston election.
Hi, Bob.
And I want to thank everybody, and thank you, Sonny, and ntnm.org, caps24.org. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.